Hello friend, welcome back. In our previous video, we successfully worked for our the JavaScript. Right now, whatever the images will be selected, that will be displayed in here, right? So now friend, in this video, I want to update all that our information. That means our admin will be able to change their all information. Now let's do that work. For doing this, that is all that our value is already visible. And also, if you now go to our admin profile here, that have also one of the form. If you go, you can see that is also one of the form is started. That is all that our field, and then that is a form is ended. And also that have one of the on submit function. That is a save type as a submit, which is fine. Now I want to add some of the form action. Okay, here I want to use it. So that will be, first of all, our method will be needed, and method will be one of the post method, obviously, and also I have to put on the action. And action area I want to put another route. Okay, for store this data, I want to put the route and route name. I name it whatever the name actually choose. I name it as the admin profile and store. Okay, this type of one of the route we have to create. And also I want to add that as a NC type. Okay, NC type multi-part form data. So that is a NC type. NC type will be as a multi-part and then form data. Okay, that will be the form. Make that sure you load it as well as multi-part form data, because from here we uploaded some of the images. In fundamental, I have already discussed about that things with you. When you upload any images, also make that sure you load that as a NC type. NC type will be as a multi-part, and then form data. You can see the not form data, that will be the form data. Okay, multi-part form data. Make that sure you load it. Great. So friend, that's all you have to do. And also you have to add that our CSRF token, obviously that will be as a CSRF. Okay, CSRF token. Great. Now we have to create our route as a admin profile. Okay, admin profile store. Now if you go, and that will be also protected by the admin, so only admin will be able to access it. If you now paste it, now I name it. Okay, I name it as a admin profile store. Right now that will be as a admin profile. Okay, admin profile store. I updated that our URL as a admin profile store. And in our admin controller, now I want to create another new method as a admin profile store. Okay, great. So friend, here as I told you, that is all that our route is now protected. Like I show you, like right now you access our admin profile, right? But I want to open with the Indigo. Without logging, if you want to access that our URL, now that should be redirected to our login page. You can see now that is successfully redirected to our login page. But here I have also created some of the things like as admin logging. Admin logging, you can see I have already loaded that things outside of this middleware. That means that will be accessible for everyone, right? And that is also admin logout. So if you want to access that as the admin login, now I also want to check it. If you still add that as admin login, now you should be able to access it. You can see, great. So that is the things I have done before. I have already created one of the middleware, and now that is a middleware. I call it one of the group middleware. So now if you want to access all that our URL, this user must have to be as an admin, and also this user must have to be as a login. Okay, rather than you are not able to access it. Great. Now we have to create this method as a admin profile store in our admin controller. Now go to our admin controller. Right now we don't need this. I want to close it. Okay, close it. Now if you go to our admin controller, here I want to create another new method. Okay, here I want to create, that will be the public. You can see how much easily and very smoothly we'll develop one of the very advanced level project. I hope you like it very much. Okay, so that will be very interesting, one of the things, and I'm trying to explain everything very clearly because I expected you are very beginning with this Laravel. Okay, now great. So now that is our method name. Now I have already added that method, and also here I have update. Our method will be as a post method. So now that will be as a post. Great. So friend, that's all. Now one by one we have to add. So now that is one of the post method. Also here we have to pass that as a request, and then the $request. Make that sure you pass that our request and $request. So our first job is we have to find our specific ID. A specific ID will be just like that same. Okay, better I copy it, because A specific ID related data I want to update. Right now I'm logging with one of the admin. A specific admin related data I want to update, right? For the reasons here by the authenticated user ID, I simply take it, and then I want to find it. Better I want to take another variable name. I name it as a data. Now by this data, that is our user model, I want to find our requested ID. A specific this ID related information I want to update. So for the reasons you can also access it by the data. Now better I want to do this work by this data, that is our database field name as a username, right? That is username will be which one? That will be our request, our requested field name. Our requested field name also I name it same name. If you go, you can see there is a name, I name it as a username. So now that will be as a username. Okay, great. And also the rest of this field that I want to take, I will copy it and here I paste it. Great. Now that is our username, and also I want to update our name, email. Okay, name, email, and then phone. So I want to update it. So that will be as another one as a name. Name will be our requested field name, our requested field name. Here I name it as a name, right? So that will be our requested name. Another field will be as an email. So that is all that our database field name. Okay, make that sure spelling is correct. So that is all that our database field name. So there you can see there is a field name, a user table as an email. Now that is our email, and requested our field name, our requested field name also I name it as an email. So now that will be as an email. And then also another field as a phone. I also want to update, that will be as a phone. Phone will be our requested field name. Our requested field name I name it as a phone. Now that should be as a phone. Great. And after that, that will all be our images. Okay, so for the images I want to do and to put on the condition. Laterally also I will install on the image intervention package. Here by this event to resize all that your images you can resize is for the news portal is very important. I will also show you that things with the live example. Right now without image intervention I want to upload some of the images. So how to do this work, I hope from this video it will be very much clear to you. So as I told you, I am trying to explain everything very clearly, so you will learn both of this way, okay, with our image intervention and without that image intervention package. Now that is our if condition, and here I want to first of all get that our request, that is our requested our type as a file type, and file type our field name. File type our field name, I name it as a photo. You can see that our type as a file photo I want to access. Great. And after that here I want to do, that means if there have any images in our request, then I will take one of the variable, I name it as a file, and then I want to get that our requested file and our file and then our field as a photo. Okay, so I simply get that our requested photo, that means whatever the images you will be selected. Here you can see they have one of the images I want to get that images. Great, I take the things with this variable. So now friend, I want to do when that will be upload, it will be created some of the specific name, okay, unique name. For the reasons I take one of the variable, I just name it as a file name, and a file name it will be generated by the date format. Now that will be as a date, and date format I want to use it as a Y, that means for the year and then month and then the date. So okay, year, month and date, and also time. Okay, so I want to do this type of one of the formatted date it will be generated, and then I want to continuation with the file, that means whatever the images will be uploaded, I take the things with this variable. Now by this variable I want to get our client original name. So that is the two things. One is the client original name, that means it will be get that your total file name. For education purpose, here if you upload some of the images, image name, if there have any like as aryan.jpg or png, so when it will be upload, first of all it will be add some of the date format, that means that will be like that, and after that will be get that as a aryan, okay, sorry, that will be get as a aryan.png. That means first it should be add some of the ID, that means date format ID it should be add, then that will be get that our get client original name. So also after that file here, after that file I want to get that as a get client original name. Okay, that is a get client original name. So that is one things, and also there is another things as a get client original extension. When you use that as an extension, only it should be get that extension name, not that your file name. Okay, so there is a two things you can actually use. Laterally, when we'll work in our image intervention package, then we'll use that as a get client original extension. Okay, as I told you, there is a two different function: get client original name, it should be get our total image name, and when you use it as a get client original extension, then only it should be get that as an extension. Okay, great. So friend, that's all. I simply take it. Okay, I simply take it. Perfect. And then I want to move it to our specific location. So I name it as a file. By this file, whatever the images will be upload, it should be move. It should be move our which position. It should be move. I have already created one of the folder. Remember, in our public, in our upload folder here, that is our admin images. Here I want to move it. So I better copy it. Now that will be moved in our public. So if you want to access that public, that will be the public. Okay, public underscore path. That will be the public path, and public path will be first of all as a upload folder, and then our folder name as a admin images. Here now that should be added by our which name, by our specific name it should be generated. I take the things with this variable, by this name it should be add. Okay, great. So friend, that's all you have to do. And now I want to save it by this data. So now by this data, our field name, our database field name here as a photo. You can see our photo field. So now that will be as a photo, and by this photo it should be saved. Okay, it should be saved our which things, whatever the images name it should be generated, it should be saved by this name. Okay, in our database area it should be saved by this name. That's all. Okay, and that's all you have to do. And after that I want to save this data. So that will be our data, and data I want by the save method I want to save it. Great. And after that I want to return it. So that will be the return and return redirect. Okay, return redirect to the back page. Better I want to make it as a back. So that will be as a back. Okay, that will be as a back page. Laterally, we'll also use some of the toaster message, which I have already covered into the fundamental. So friend, that's all you have to do. Okay, now let's check this out. Everything is work perfectly or not. Click as a save all. And now I want to go there. Okay, right now we don't need this. I close it. And now I want to refresh it. And also, there is a move user I have already loaded, right? User auth loaded. Great. Now let's check this out. If you now go, I want to update that name, username as the admin one, name I update as the admin one, email I put some of the phone number and choose some of the image. For education purpose I am choosing it. Now click as the save changes. You can see it's now successfully updated. You can see it's now successfully updated as the admin one, name, mobile number. You can see it's now successfully updated that mobile number, and also now it successfully displayed the value. Yes, you can see it's also now successfully visible, because if you now go our database, now that should be some of the images will be inserted. You can see successfully insert. Great. Everything is worked perfectly. And also I have done when it will be saved, it will be returned redirected to the back page. That means the same page, and now you can see it's successfully updated. Okay friend, how to do this work, I hope it's very much clear to you. But here one thing, like if you now go to our folder, and you can see in our admin images is successfully uploaded. But right now if you choose another one, I want to choose another image like this one for a specific the same user. If you now click as a save, now you can see it's successfully updated. But right now if you go, you can see it's inserted another new image. So I don't want to do this work, because that is our ID as the same ID, that means same user. So when the same user will be upload on the new image, it will replace our old image. Okay, so if you want to do this work, then we have to do after that. Okay, after that I want to use one of the unlink function. That will be the unlink. Okay, that is the unlink. And now unlink will be, it should be removed from our which place. It should be removed from our specific this file location. Right here it should be removed, and our new image will be add. Now unlink, that will be the unlink. Our public, that will be as a public path, same in our upload folder. Into the upload I have already created as the admin images folder. So from to this area, now that will be removed. Okay, that will be removed. Now by our data, so that is actually by data, and our field name, our database field name as a photo. Okay, so now I want to use it as a photo, PHOTO. Great. So now our unlink should be updated. That means our from to this area, it will be remove our previous one and new image will be add. Now let's check this out. Click as a save all. So right now they have the two images. Now I want to refresh it, and also now I want to change another new image. Like for education purpose, I'm using this one. Okay, I'm using this one. Now our another image should be removed. Now click as a save. Yeah, you can see successfully updated. And now if you go, yes, you can see it successfully removed our previous image. Okay, existing image, it will be removed and then that will be updated. Great. So here, friend, also we successfully done this job, and now I want to update the same information in our header. Okay, here that should be also updated. Right now that is the static one. So if you want to update it, we have to go to our header. Right now we don't need this. We have to go to our header, into the header area. Here you can see that is I have used it as a Aryan. So now that should be also changed. Our condition will be same. Okay, here but I want to do in particular that area, I want to use the same condition that I have already done in here. Okay, that will be the just like the same condition, but I copy it, or rather than you can also take our this one. Okay, the same things, but I copy it, and now in our header, okay, right now in HTML we don't need this, I close it. That is our header area. I want to take one of the PHP block, and I want to PHP, and I want to end it this PHP, and I paste it. So right now that is not the controller. When you use any model into the controller, here you can see before I have already used it, right? But right now that is our blade page. So into the blade page, if you want to access some of the controller, then we have to add that our path name. Path name will be as a app and backslash, and then the models backslash, and then the user. Okay, the same condition. Auth by default it will be get, so authenticated user ID it will be get. I take the things with this variable, find it, the same condition that I have done. Now I take the things with this variable as a admin data. Now our condition will be the same for the image condition. Like that is our images src, right? For the src, where I copy the total things from here, because I have already done this job. When that should be any images in our database, it will be display our images, rather than that will be display our no image, right? Same things now I want to update in our header, into the header, and you can see that is our image src. Here I want to update, I simply paste it. Great. And also the name, if you want to display it, right now I take everything by this admin data. Here you can see that is also the by the admin data. I want to access that photo, the same variable, and now also I want to update it. That will be the admin data. I want to access that name. Great. Now if you click as a save all, now that should be also dynamic. If you now click as a refresh, you can see successfully updated. If you want to change that name, email address, I also want to change it again. And name, better make it as an admin only. I want to change that image. I want to use another new image, like as a this one. Okay, I want to use, sorry, not this one. I want to use my image like this one. Now if you click as a save changes, now everything will be updated. Yes, you can see successfully updated. That is updated. That is also updated. Okay, friend, how to do this work? I hope everything is very much clear to you. So next video, friend, I want to do when you change anything, when you update it, it's not display any notification. So next video we load our toaster that I have already done before in our fundamental series. It will be very easy. So how to do this work in our next video, I will show you that things with a live example. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.